Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign, ball gang, this is for you. And I just want to say, remember there's no astrology in these. They are purely tarot. So check them out for whichever one you feel resonates with you the most. And also remember to use your own discernment here in the ball gang, or here in the Radiant Nation, should I say. Everybody knows that you are meant to use your own free will and also your own discernment. And what that means is you really take a moment to understand whether this is speaking directly to you or not. And with that said, remember on this channel I talk about everything. So if you're the type of person that gets really anxious about things, I'm telling you straight up, Radiant Reality is not a place for you, because I talk about everything, the light and dark of the spectrum, and I do not hold back. It's one of the reasons that the Bull Gang loves me so much. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, your key to the week is, let's have a look. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Ooh, okay, so you got a jumping card, and your jumping card is, boom, it is the Hanged Man. All right, so the Hanged Man is a card of patience, waiting and stillness and stasis, and it very often shows up to tell you this is not a moment to push, it's not a moment for forward momentum, it's just outside of all of the planets being direct. This week you are meant to observe, to pay attention to everything that comes up, but maybe not necessarily make any moves. And if you find yourself getting restless with that idea, or you find things are slow this week and you're like, right, I can't sit still any longer, remember that sometimes choosing to sit still, choosing to hold back, choosing to step back and let things unfold is action, right? Sometimes inaction, it really is the best way to move forward. And one of the things that I've observed over the last almost a decade of my professional tarot career is that very often with the Hanged Man, we find ourselves in the place that we want to be anyway, but the universe is kind of taking the wheel, right? This is, if you've been with me long enough, you'll have heard me say, I believe that we co-create our destinies. Sometimes the universe will say, you know what, I'm hands-free, this is up to you, you've got the wheel, take it when you want to take it. And then other times, the universe says, I'm taking the wheel, kick back, chill for a bit. This is one of those cards that shows this, right? So take a moment in all of these different areas of life this week. Just observe the way that things are unfolding. Don't fret, don't stress, don't push, don't be overly difficult, or, whatever the case might be. Don't make drama for yourself, which, it's rare I have to say that to Taurians because they're very anti-drama. Much to my dismay. All right, so for your actions and options, you've got the Star card. All right, so when it comes to like any form of digital communication, interaction, etc., this might be a time to just observe what the trends are, what the conversation is that's happening on the wider world stage. This also suggests that whatever vision is given to you this week, it might not necessarily be time to either execute it or share it with anyone. And what I mean by this is, let's say you have this amazing download of information, or you have this wonderful idea. I'm not saying it's not viable. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do anything with it. What I'm saying is not now. All right, whatever this vision is, whatever this glimpse into your future, whatever download of information comes into you, whatever idea you have, bite your tongue, right? Just wait, bide your time. It's not time to share it with anyone. Play around with it a bit more, feel into the concept, see how it really fits with you, make some big plans around it, so that you can really understand how this will fit into your future before you start sharing it with everyone and putting it out on social media. You get what I'm coming from, right? Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, this could very well likely show up as a new connection or a new group association of some sort. with the Hanged Man, you are advised just observe the group before you really get stuck in and yes, this is my tribe, these are my people. Observe, right? Take a minute to really understand, okay, is this the right space for me? All right. It might be. I'm not saying that it isn't. I'm just saying just observe for now. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the Six of Wands. Love that, right? So this is some really good news coming your way. The Six of Wands is a victory card. So hard work and effort, things that you've already put out into the world, maybe things that you've already set up or set into motion, now start to show their promise. You're now getting the not necessarily the rewards, but you're definitely starting to see things move in relation to the efforts that you've already sown. But you've got the Hanged Man here, right? This isn't a time like, one of the things that always used to really bug me, it's like, where you go to a clothes store or whatever, like, I understand people are there to help you and, they've got a job to do. But it's, or no, I've got a better example than that. Like, if I reach out to somebody online who offers a service or whatever, I'm the sort of person, I only ever do that if I'm genuinely interested in buying your product or your service or whatever the case might be, right? Once I've made that contact, if I ask you what the price is, don't book me on a sales call and do all of that other shit. I'm not interested. Just tell me what the price is. If I can afford it at this moment in time, I will be in. And if I can't, I will tell you. I'll be back when I've got the money. But don't try to, to sell me. Whatever you've done, you have already hooked the bait, right? You've already hooked the fish. Don't now ruin it by going in and being like, yeah, well, you said you were interested, you want this, don't do that, right? You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. You've already got the success, all right, from whatever you've set into motion. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, you've got this with the star card. You may have presented something that is either quite novel or quite new that a lot more people than you may realize at this moment are either interested in or potentially believe in. You may have your pick of you might have your pick of the group or whatever the case might be in some situation as well. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, I love this. This week, if I could give you any advice, if you're employed by somebody else, you've already got the eye of the people that you would hope see you in order to progress you. The best way for you to is just wait. Just keep doing you, keep delivering the quality, you will get the tap on the shoulder. For those of you that are business owners, and again, I'm a business owner, I understand that you need to be proactive, that you need to be available, that you need to be in touch. You've already done enough. If you now start harassing and hounding people that have shown interest, you're going to chase them away. All right? That's what the Hanged Man is really trying to tell you. Some patience, some decorum is going to serve you well here. For those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, a family situation that you have recently had to either navigate or mediate is now actually quite well advanced, right? Which means you've done the amount of work that you need to do. The rest is going to fix itself. Okay? Now, when it comes to your love and relations, you've got the Mother of Cups. I also forgot to... So the Mother of Cups is the Queen of Cups. But I forgot to mention, if you would like to know, I'll be releasing it probably around mid-month. But this month's clearing cohort is all about love. If you've ever had love blocks, love challenges, if love relationships have eluded you, if you're in a relationship and it's a little bit tricky and all of that business, if you are interested in exploring and doing the energy work around your love stuff, this month's clearing cohort is for you. So we had the first one ever in January. That was all about fear. It was absolutely incredible. I couldn't have asked for a better group. When I say they did the work, I mean they did the work, right? Like, it was so powerful. The changes, the shifts, it was so profound, and it was an honor to facilitate. If you would like that kind of thing, but it's focused on love this month, then the clearing cohort is for you. Remember, there's only ever 8 spaces, so look out for it. Queen of Cups, when it comes to your love and relationships, So for those of you that are single, it could be a Pisces person that you are meeting or connecting with, or somebody that you feel is very nurturing or nourishing to your soul. Now, as an experience, the Queen of Cups is very much about utilizing and directing. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, that was a big one. It's about utilizing and directing your emotional energy. And so, look, you've got the Hanged Man. There might be somebody in your midst who really is absolutely smitten and besotted with you. This isn't about playing it cool or, treat them mean, keep them keen. It's not about that at all. It's about really listening to yourself to answer the question, am I in the kind of place that I need to be for this person's love? And the reason I say this is important right now, whoever this person is, they are a true heart. And if you are not in the right place to be open and honest and to love them well, steer clear, all right? Or postpone it, or maybe just be really upfront and honest with them and say, look, you know what? What you're offering right now sounds absolutely amazing, but I don't know if I'm in the space for that. This is a time really for pure self-honesty. Now, there is that. Not to say that it's all on you. The Queen of Cups, this person could be quite smothering, right? They could be so loving and so nurturing that it's like, oh my God, can you just put me down for a minute? Do you know what I mean? So watch out for that. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this with the Hanged Man, especially because you've got the Star card here, it's become more of a friendship than a relationship. And there's a part of you, I think, this week that are really going to question, is this just comfortable to me or is it actually fulfilling? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're asking yourself some hard questions this week, which I think is a good thing. When it comes to your money and materials, you have the Magician card. Okay, so you've got this with the Hanged Man. I will say, when it comes to big financial commitments and or transactions, this is not the week for it. What I will also say to you with this as well, when it comes to when it comes to money, finances, when it comes to transactions, especially finances where you're mixing things with friends or potentially colleagues, watch out for that. And I will say as well, if you're waiting for something like a pay rise or something along those lines, it'll come. But again, you're going to need to exercise that patience. Now, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. And then obviously when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this with the Hanged Man, I'm really sorry to say, but this combination, that's your sinuses, he says, with a still stuffed up nose. And as many of you know, we now believe that I may have had the thing because I lost my taste buds in December as well. For literally 3 weeks I couldn't taste anything. It's all slowly but surely getting better, but it's taking its long ass time. Now, watch out for your sinuses this week. There's a few reasons I could go into for this, but I haven't got time because I realise it's already quite a long video. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, remember that the Magician card can be the trickster. And with the Hanged Man, this does suggest that when it comes to home matters, contractual matters, etc., there might be some unclear sort of ideas, energy, or intention. So just keep this as a consideration. I will say it looks like something that has either been concealed, and it doesn't feel like it's been concealed on purpose. It's almost like something's been missed, and it's like you come across it and you're like, oh crap, you know what, I need to sort that now. And I'm really sorry to say it will probably have something to do with water. Usually the Hanged Man will show up as a leak because it's next to the Magician, which is the mercurial energy. This is likely to be, it won't be electrics, but it will be water in a utilitarian space. Where there is potentially a leak of some sort. So, you know, check that out, because usually when there's a drip or a leak, it means that there's something else that's been missed, all right? And also worth mentioning, according to Chinese metaphysics and actually spiritual law, whenever you have a leak of water, it means you have a leak of money. You have to plug that gap, because otherwise you're going to start bleeding cash, all right? And I know you ball gang love your cash. Okay, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.